What's up, everybody? We are back after taking a week off. We're back here with live with the Media G.O.A.T. Uh, got 3 races this weekend, guys. We're gonna be going into some detail on. Uh, we're waiting on David tonight to see if he can get in. I know he said he was testing tonight, so he was going somewhere where it wasn't going to be the best service. So we'll see if David comes in, and we'll go from there on that. But right now, let's see what we got going. Everything kind of looks good on the service wise. I'm going to check and make sure. We had some issues last night, Houston's, with the internet, and ended up having to switch everything over to my phone to use for uploading and all that with the signal. So I'm just going to double check while I'm sitting here and we'll give David a minute to see if he's going to join. If not, no biggie. I can take it on. I'm used to doing some stuff. So, alright. Let's see. Looks like it's got a little bit of lag. Nothing crazy. But, yeah, guys. So, this weekend, 3 races. 3 epic races. I'll go ahead and pull the flyers up, kind of give y'all a little bit of detail of what we got. So tomorrow night is the rescheduled official kickoff of the Big Dog season for 2023 at Piedmont Dragway. If you don't know what Big Dog is, it's the best Thursday night pro mod shootout you're going to find. It's an OG event, always been at Piedmont Dragway right outside of Greensboro. So we are gonna head out tomorrow morning and head that way and get the coverage for you guys on that. I'll kind of be bouncing in. I'm gonna do live, but it will probably be from my cell phone tomorrow. But we're gonna do the coverage with it. If you've never been to a big dog race, worth going to, guys. I'm telling you, quick 8 style shootout, 2 rounds of qualifying, fastest 8 make the field. Last year it was a battle of nitrous and boosted cars. The year before, Barry Mitchell had really shown domination with his Roots Blown CUDA. And last year, the nitrous guys really stepped up. Jason Harris, the Carolina kid, Travis Harvey, he's actually at the track testing right now. So they're getting them ready for tomorrow night. But like I said, if you've never been to a big dog shootout, it should be a bucket list race for you. It's one of the best races you'll go to in the South, honestly. I started shooting them, I think it was about 2.5, 3 years ago. I've always been a big fan of the big dog when I was younger, growing up and watching the clips online and stuff. I was like, man, I just can't wait to get out to those. And if you like pro modified action, do 3-second pro mods. And I mean, they're limited on what they can do. I think I was looking at the rule set. Should be another season. We'll be looking at like your front runners are going to be 380s, 370s again. But like I said, it's a good mix of cars, nitrous, blowers. I don't know if they've let the turbo guys in. I know the Pro Charger guys are in now. I'd have to go back and just re-look through it. But, I think Cam Clark was going to bring a new car out. I don't know if he's got his other one done and built back up yet. But I know he's been tearing it up with Pro Nitrous at PDRA. I'd like to see him come back. I know him and Graham Hayes had that nasty wreck at the end of the season. Kind of took both of the cars out. So I look forward to seeing those guys come back, and I look forward to getting back to Piedmont tomorrow. I know it's going to be a beautiful day. Weather's looking amazing. I think it's like 2% chance of rain, high of 80. They're going to start shakedowns at 1 o'clock. I should get there between 1 and 2. I'm not gonna go live during the shakedowns or anything like that. I'm gonna do some photos during that. Our normal photographer that would be at these events, Justin, he's stepped up into the racing game. He's in probably gonna be an Outlaw door slammers tomorrow night. So he always helps me out if he's got some time, but I never really push for him if he can't. I want to see him be successful in his racing program. So I'm gonna be working on pictures for the first part of the day, and then the second part of the day once we get into qualifying. Like I said, the service is good. I'm going to take my hotspot with me. I'll go live from the phone at least, give you guys some sort of show. And if I can't, for some odd reason I have some issues with my live service, NC Pro Modder, he's always live at those races. Make sure to check out him. Jay always gives us some good props and things like that. So if I can't go live, or if you want a different perspective, more announcing on the perspective, Jay will be live, I know, of tomorrow night. So If you're not on Spooled Media, get on NC Pro Moder, check it out, and I'll have the coverage wrapped up and everything. Probably have that race posted Sunday night on the Spooled Media's YouTube page. Pictures I'll just try to get through as we can, because as soon as we leave from there, I'm actually driving up to Wilkesboro because that's going to be my hub for the weekend, and hopefully weather. I know it doesn't look the best right now, so hopefully we can see the weather kind of get in check, and we're going to go to Mooresville Dragway on Friday night. First 704 Outlaw Shootout of the year. If you've noticed, there's new management, new owners at Mooresville. Our buddy Big, and you remember him from back in the day at all the Shady Side streetcar shootouts. The man just went and put a clinic on at Sick Week. Still rocking the Spooled Media OG sticker on the back window. He's the track manager doing the prep and everything for those guys now. Awesome to see Mooresville really stepping it up and everything come together really good for those guys. But last year was our first year we went and covered the 704 Outlaws. It was a great time. An awesome 275-28 style shootout on a Friday night. Well, now they've kind of expanded it out a little bit. You've got the 704 Outlaws and the 704 Street. So let me see if I've got the rules still on my phone. I was checking that out earlier. It's a pretty good rule set. But I had a blast last year at the 704 Outlaw races, and I'm looking forward to going back to them this year. I know my schedule's a little tight, and it's going to be tough because a lot of their dates kind of fall on like other races I'm going to be at, but the ones I can make, I'm definitely going to make. Now, this year, like I said, there's a divide in the classes. You have 704 Outlaws, which is pretty basic 275-28 shootout style. Steel roof and quarter, stock body dimensions, stock firewall location, carbon roof skins, okay. Any engine combo, any transmission combo, any power adder, no wheelie bars, and a 275-28. I mean, that's as simple as it gets for those guys. It should be pretty amazing shootout, to be honest with you. I know you had the likes of like Jason Richards, Nigel Alexander, Cornbread, and the guys from TKM. I mean, there was some killers out there last year. I know Cornbread and them, they were getting the car back together. They had a little issue when they went to G.O.A.T a few weeks ago, but I'm telling you, man, it's one of the best shootouts you'll get to see. A lot of your local North Carolina guys. I know Jason Dorsey and David's been going back and forth online, so maybe we'll get to see them kind of line it up. But the 704 Street, I really like the kind of the design with the class. It's going back to a street stylish car. It's almost similar in rule set to the Shady Side Outlaws, which I really like. I think these guys definitely need to get some limitation style racing going. I'm looking at, it looks like a 94 millimeter S400 limit, 88 millimeter, probably the bigger Pro Mod style, twin turbos, max at 72, 94 millimeter max on the supercharger, small block nitrous, big block nitrous. It's not, there's no boosted big blocks allowed, which I do like that aspect with it keeping like a streeter style class. So that's a good thing, guys. Looking like it's gonna be a good shootout. Stock block combos, 100 pounds. Nigel needs to slap the 88 on and get for that 100 pounds. So, I know there's a lot of cars that'll fit that down for that area too, and it'll give those guys a lot more places to test, get some more data and information to be able to do better at these big races. Like I said, those guys really throw at it on a Friday night. I mean, the prep's awesome. Great. It's a great atmosphere. Always had a lot of fun last year getting to cover those. I think we got to cover about 4 or 5 of those 704 Outlaw shootouts last year, and it always worked out good for us because we could go there on Friday night and then at another race on Saturday, so I could always double up the coverage for you guys. And I'm not hearing back from David, so I don't know if we're going to get him on tonight. Like I said, I know he's down testing the car right now, trying to get all the bugs worked out and ready for Friday night. So he got with me earlier and said, I don't know, man, if I'm going to be able to get enough service where I'm going to be at. So I said, it's no big deal. I'm here to push these local races and push out as much data as I can for them. So David, he's always taken care of me when I've came to those races. Always been A1 with me. So can't say nothing negative at all. Always taking care of Spooled Media. Make sure we have a good place to shoot and a good home wherever he's got 704 Outlaws. So big props to David for keeping that rolling, and Mooresville Dragway for keeping that rolling. So, which our third stop of the weekend, like I said, we're basing that of Wilkesboro this weekend, is going to be Full Tilt No Prep. And I do have Paul from Wilkesboro coming on tonight. I told him around 7:30, but I'm going to see if I can get him on a little earlier. Let me see if I can pull him up. So, and it's going to be a great weekend. And our backup plan is if we do get rained out Friday at Mooresville, we will be at the not 704, the Full Tilt No Prep Dyno Night at Carolina Performance. I don't have that flyer right in front of me, but I'm going to send Paul a message real quick, see if he wants to come on early. Sorry if I'm quiet and sitting here typing. See if we'll hear back from Paul. But like I said, the backup plan, like I said, if there's rain, guys, and we don't get to make that, we're going to go ahead and go up to the Full Tilt No Prep Dyno Night at Carolina Performance. Carolina Performance, another one of those great supporters, Spooled Media. Always love what Robbie, Robert, the whole Dollar family does for us. Always make sure we're taking care of it and all that. So, I know they've got some prizes for the Dyno Night. I'll go ahead and pull that up too. Carolina Performance Dyno Night. Sorry if I don't sound like I'm that prepared. Guys, I just kind of wing it. So, the Dyno Night, let's see, starts at 5 o'clock at Carolina Performance on Friday. They'll go to just whenever it's done. $60 for 3 pools. They're going to have food and door prizes. $500 to the highest pool on the dyno. So, for you guys that like them dyno numbers and stuff like that, this is a great opportunity for you to shine. Come in there and put down some good stellar dyno numbers and have a chance to win some money for it. Plus, like I said, if you've never been to Carolina Performance just to hang out, that's worth it in its own. They're great people. There's always some good smack talk, all that. I know I just actually got off the phone with Ken Hensel from Drag or Die. They're making the trip down this weekend. And me and him were kind of riding together wherever on Friday. And so they'll give you 2 opportunities if we're not at the Dyno Night. I mean, if we're not at Mooresville, they'll also be at the Dyno Night with us. And, I might break out some stuff and maybe go live at the Dyno Night, kind of do something. I'm always willing to try some new stuff with production and all that. So maybe I can do a little bit of Dyno Night production for y'all and all that. So I'm waiting to hear back from Paul. Like I said, I told him to come on at 7:30. And I'm just waiting for him to see if he sees the message. Sorry, I know I'm not the most talkative at the moment. So, like I said, we'll go a little more in detail for Full Tilt No Prep this weekend. 200% payout, the double up. For guys that don't know what that means, 200% payout means these guys, whatever's in the purse is going to be what's stacked on top. So, if you guys have, I think it's, let's say, if you got $5,000 in buy-ins, they're putting $5,000 on top. So it makes it a $10,000 total purse. Really good money, guys, and really good promoters. They push it pretty hard. Those guys are always going above and beyond for the no prep community down at Wilkesboro. I mean, honestly, for the whole racing community, they're going above and beyond. Paul's always making improvements to the facility. 3 classes on Saturday. Small tire is your biggest one. $100 entry is your full lock-in. But you have to be locked in. It looked like by April 1st was the last time you could get locked in. So if you're not locked in yet, you're going to pay at the track and it doubles up. So it's going to be a $200 entry, which, hey, that's not really bad. That just means the purse doubles up, honestly, because you're putting that much more extra in. Water burnout only, instant green start. I love that aspect. If you're on the front side of the track, instant green is my thing. So they've got 2 other classes. It looks like Extreme Street and True Street. Let me go ahead. I'll pull up the page and we'll kind of go over some rules and stuff with that. Pull up. I like how they do their stuff with the actual pictures with the posts and the rules. It makes it a little easier to read. Small tire, pretty simple rules this weekend. Vehicle must have steel roof, steel quarters, unless otherwise from factory and factory firewall location. 28, 10, 5, no all-wheel drive, and no wheelie bars. I mean, pretty simple. I mean, I could see the all-wheel drive being let in personally. I think the all-wheel drive's fine on a front side no prep. But hey, man, that's their rules. You got to go with it. Uh, Extreme Street and True Street. Now that's where you're gonna see your differences in the rule sets. The Extreme Street steel roof and steel quarters, operational windows, fiberglass fronts are allowed. A factory style rear suspension, coilovers allowed. Got to have working headlights, taillights, brake lights, and turn signals all in stock location. Factory style interior, race seats are allowed but must be covered. Rear seat delete allowed. Factory dashboard location, operational windows, exhaust under the vehicle past the back tire. Ooh, unless it's a turbo car. Must have up-to-date tags and insurance, no dealer tags or transporter tags, any size DOT approved tire or 28-10-5 slick, and the all-wheel drive is allowed in that class. So I guess you'll see some probably, with all-wheel drive being allowed in that, you'll probably see some nasty diesels. I know they got a bunch of those diesel trucks down that area that run pretty good. So, but that seems like that's kind of sounds like more of a like a tighter, like your more stricter class. It's probably going to be your bottom six high five cars in my opinion. But True Street, now all steel, all glass with the exception of the rear windows of trucks with a cage. Fiberglass hoods allowed. Factory style rear suspension coilovers allowed. Must have working headlights, taillights, brake lights, turn signals, all in stock location. Let's see. Full interior safety equipment allowed. Stock dashboard and operational windows. Full exhaust under the vehicle. Must have up-to-date tags and insurance. Any size DOT approved tire and no all-wheel drive. So I guess Extreme Street's actually your more looser class for this, and the True Street's going to be more of a truer street style car. So, trying to think, kind of that area. It should pull a pretty good amount of cars, honestly. Looks like I thought we had somebody bumping in. I thought maybe David finally came in. Sorry, guys. But, you got three great classes, and it seems like they normally do a pour your own puddle style race after the day is over, which, I don't mind that. It gives everybody another chance to race. So, we'll go, and I'm going to do our normal wrap up on events early since we're still waiting on Paul to come in or David. Next week, gonna be pretty big, guys. We're headed to Kentucky Dragway Friday and Saturday for Slugfest No Prep West versus the East. If you're west of 75, you're on Team West. You're east of 75, you're Team East. As you can see, kind of on the flyer there, they got it divided out pretty good for y'all. Small tire on Friday and Saturday is both 5,000 guaranteed, 10,000 at 32 entries, plus a second chance race. Now, Friday night is the top end style race, which is from the 8th to the quarter, which is going to be off the flashlight. From what I understood, your team captains are Happy and Ron Mitchell. Happy's going to flag one round, Ron's going to flag the next, and vice versa till the end of the night. So it'll kind of keep the drivers guessing on the flagging procedures and all that. Keep them on their toes pretty good. Got Charlie on the mic, so he'll be playing it up. We plan on going live for both days down there because, like I said, Friday night is the backside style, and Saturday is from the tree to the to the 8th mile. We're not going quarter mile, no prepping. But they also have big tire, stick shift, daily driver, all-wheel drive, and a hard tire class, which we were talking about last night. If you've never seen these Kentucky guys hard tire racing, wow. Man, the Midwest pulls some hard tire cars. It gets pretty nasty on those hard tire races down there. So, making sure we're live. Everything's still good. After last night, guys, I'm skittish on this stuff. I think I got a little bit better connection than Houston has at his house, but it's all right. I think he's going to get all that fixed. But like I said, both days, guaranteed money. $5,000 on small tire, 10,000 at 32 cars. all your rules, everything for that is you can check it out, KentuckyDragway.com/slugfest no prep. It should be a pretty good time. If you've never been to Kentucky Dragway, it's right there in Clay City, right outside of Winchester. I think it's like 20 minutes from the hotels and all the food places in Winchester. Really awesome track. The Simple family, man, they did some amazing stuff at that track. Really great facility. I had a blast last year down there at the race. Doing two this year, which the first one is West versus East, and then their next one in June, Limpy's going to be up there flagging, and I don't know what the whole deal's going to be with that race yet, but he'll be up there flagging for the backside deal and all that. But if you ain't got nothing else next weekend, it's the place to be, honestly. Going to be an amazing race. I'm going to be down there doing coverage, just like I said, Spool Media. Happy's going to be there, support your local street racer. A lot of those guys from that area, make sure if you're out there at that race, support those racers. Like I said, just got off the phone with Ken. Battle of South Mountain 2. We got talking about last night, too, just going over some stuff for that race. It's going to be pretty gangster, guys. Old school, like, back in the woods facility in Pennsylvania. 64 small tire cars, and he's got 20-some cars in big tire. Going to be a pretty awesome show. I've never ventured north, so this is going to be all new to me. I'm looking forward to getting up there. You know, Ken's always traveled south and supported me, so I'm making sure to repay that to him. I'm going to be giving him a hand at the race. Anybody that's from that area, you can give me a heads up if T-Mobile works good up there. I'll take the hot spot, and we'll go live from that race, and I'll try to give y'all a couple angles on that deal. I'm going to be solo up there for Spooled Media, so it'll probably be the fixed angle if we go live, but I'll have the video coverage and doing pictures too. Ken, it's $200 entry. All 64 spots are spoken for, plus there was about 30 or 40 on a waiting list. And they've got money to go on top also from sponsors. Ken puts money on top. It's going to be a pretty good race. Like I said, if you get a chance, if you got Google Maps on your phone, look up South Mountain Raceway. Old school facility. You know, I'm gonna enjoy this one, man. I love going and checking out new places. I'm not gonna enjoy that drive up 81, but you know, I think this race is gonna be pretty legit. Ken had a hell of a turnout last year, and you know, I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing it, man. New places, new races, all that good stuff this year. And I haven't really got on my Mayflyers yet, so I know I'm still looking at where I'm gonna be on May 6th. I know we got another big dog on May 4th, but May 6th I haven't really decided where I'm gonna be yet. Had some stuff come up, so I gotta be closer to town that weekend. But I know in May, Floppy Tire Revival, we're bringing back the King of the South OG28 Shootout, which there might be a change for that, guys. Be paying attention. I know I got to do a phone call to Seth on that. We've been talking about a couple rules we're kind of looking at, and one that might get changed just to kind of, we want to give guys more of an opportunity to come race. $10,000 to win guaranteed. I mean, that's going to be a good chunk of change to take home from Shadyside that weekend, boys. I mean, you can't beat $10,000 to win guaranteed. And when they say guaranteed, well, just put it this way. If it's our races at Shadyside and we say guaranteed, no worries. That money's there. You ain't got to worry about that. So, big plans, you know, this year, Shadyside. Seth gave me a call. I kind of gave y'all a vague post on that. I can't really drop too much on that yet, but I'm just saying there's some big things in the work for the no prep community and the 28-inch tire community, so just be paying attention. Now, something that did drop that was pretty awesome, Gangster's Paradise list dropped, and there is some killers on this list. I mean, there is no pushovers. 50 cars locked in. You know, you can look at that list, guys, and there is no ducks. I mean, that is a list of killers. And, you know, it's going to be something to watch because it is a front side facility, but it's not really the greatest surface. So, ooh, that's all I can say. There's some cars on there that are ridiculously fast. You know, one that stands out, you know, recent winner of Carolina Cash Days, the warm up, Lyle Barnett on that. Lyle Barnett at Brown County. Let that sink in. I mean, I saw how fast that guy went at Shady Side. Just watching it was insane. But dude, it is a list of killers. I mean, I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can kind of, cause I can't see that good on the screen. Getting my old age, my sight ain't that great, I guess. But dude, official lock-in list. I mean, just nothing but killers on that list. I mean, Logan Duvall and them just coming off an awesome showing in Kentucky. They Logan's car actually won Cash Days of Kentucky with Isaac behind the wheels, but they just were in the finals over at Paducah too at Beacon. So Rob Elmore just won that race at Beacon. He's on the list. I mean, dude, there's no pushovers on this list. That's gonna be that first round's going to set the tone of that race big time. Turbo John, I mean, who would expect to see Turbo John at Brown County? I mean, me and him got talking about while I was down at Knoxville before I came back, and just he was asking me about it, and I said, man, that place is a different animal. It's something you've never been to, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, like I said, not one duck on that list. Our buddy Freddie got in with the Vega. That thing's a killer. I see Jake Boswell, Callie Nate, Ryan Mitchell, Brandon Mork, Rob Elmore, the bank robber, Isaac Preston. So that means it looks like we're either going to see Mama, or I've heard rumors of a new build coming out, a new Frankenstein build or something. Oh, sorry. Allergies are still bugging, guys. You know, you got both the Hoskinsons on there, Jason Rank, Waylon Pierce. Brent Self, that's a killer in its own right there, man. The Black Sheep Mafia. Todd Spears, you know, I hope to see Todd get his car back together. That man took flight. One of the craziest wrecks I've seen in a while. Boost 12, that car's a killer. I mean, just reading this list, I haven't got to the right side of the list, and it's just like, wow. I mean, I see Texas represented, Stephen Little and the Kraken, CJ Buckner making his return, the Tabor brothers. I mean, Daniel Bishop, that's one of our local killers. Just reading the list. Sam Hood, killer out of Carolina. See Hustling Horsepower on there. Bubba Phillips and the side chick. Zach Jones, I wonder what car he'll be taking. If it'll be a Doc Holiday weekend or a Smoky weekend. Buddy Allen Thompson on there. The Charlie Brown, the Tin Soldier Boys. John Quick. John Quick was looking good this past week on Street Outlaws. And I had to look twice. I couldn't believe he had a big nitrous motor in there. But it's going to be a pretty crazy weekend. I mean, I'm looking forward to going to Gangster's Paradise. Last year was my first time I ever got to go to Brown County, and insane. I mean, just there's no other feeling like that. Struggling over here, I guess. I've got neither of my guests in here yet. I guess one's in no service, Cody, and just waiting on the other to log in. So, I mean, there's some crazy races coming up. This weekend sucked. I mean, it was a 50-50 chance. I rolled the dice, guys. I made the trip to Knoxville. Can't really say that on anybody else. I took that one on, and, you know, I got 3 weather apps on my phone, and not one. I mean, there wasn't no 2 matching apps on that. So I kind of rolled the dice, took the gamble. Majority of the drive, it was dry. Got to Sevierville, it wasn't dry. We kept riding in and hoping for a break in the weather, and, you know, like John them said, they were going to try to dry it, but just no luck with that, guys. Just a bad weekend on that end. No coverage, no nothing. So, and the crazy part is on the drive back out, the exact same spot, it went dry. So it was like that rain just kind of stalled in that area that had it covering over Knoxville. I mean, when I pulled up, guys, they were out there drying. They were trying everything they could. Just no good. So, I'm going to see if Paul is ready. Hopefully he's seen the message. Anything? Nope. I told him 7:30-ish. So, it's 7:30 now. We're going to see if he comes on. But, guys, any questions, anything, shoot them. You know, I can go over anything we got going on. I've got a crazy schedule this year. I just need to get some more flyers going so I can post them up here. I know we're going back radial racing in May too. We've got the No Brainer Nationals the second weekend of May. Going to be do the live coverage at Shayside. I know they're going to have Limited Street, which is your 235 DXP Street combo race. There's some other radial classes announced for that, and I know they've got points for the bracket classes too. I'm trying to see what else we got. Really, like I said, May 6th and May 20th right now. We kind of got up in the air. I don't really have anything set coverage-wise. My original plan was to go up to Ohio. I was going to support the Stripper Glitter guys up at, which one was it? Cunley Motorsports Park. But now with the change in my schedule on that Friday, I can't make it, and it sucks. Alright, let's go down schedule-wise. Yeah, right now, like I said, May 4th, we've got our next Big Dog Shootout. May 12th through the 14th, I've got the No Brainer Nationals. May 20th right now, still open, so promoters, post up what you got going on May 20th. I can see where I can ride out to and get some event coverage. I know the original event was supposed to be up north. I was going to make 2 trips to the Northern Virginia, West Virginia area, Maryland, Pennsylvania, whatever you want to call it. I was going to make 2 trips up there, and the race got canceled that we were going to on May 20th, and just hadn't really made a decision where I'm going to go yet. And then, like I said, May 26th to the 28th, we're back at Shadyside. Floppy Tire Revival, 10 grand guaranteed to win, OG 28. Plus, I think they're working on a couple more shootouts for that race. We just kind of hadn't got everything set yet. And then, like I said, June gets even stacked. June 2nd to the 3rd, War in the Woods. June 10th, No Prep Mania 7.0. June 16th, another 704 Outlaws. And we've got RC Wars at Wilkesboro. And then I get to race at home. I get to actually be close to home on June 17th, Killer Street at Elk Creek Dragway, which in the backwoods of Virginia, man, if you've never been to Elk Creek, it's worth the ride. Which I seen big props to Terry Harris taking on the King of the Streets banner also. So that's going to add a little more prestige to that program. Plus, they're going to have their normal Killer Street, and I forgot what that new class is. It's kind of pretty much run what you brung on a big tire class. Let's see. Then, like I said, June 23rd to the 24th, back to Slugfest, Kentucky Dragway. And then Gangster's Paradise the weekend after that. Another Big Dog Shootout on July 6th. July 7th and 8th, we're going back to KD Dragway, Cash Days on the Hill. I'm looking forward to that one, man. It's always a good show with Happy and Limpy. It was amazing last year, and if you've never been to KD, that place is ridiculous. One of the best no prep places you can go to. And then, boom. First time ever, Cash Days of Virginia. We're going to Twin River Raceway, Limpy on the Light. I'll be out there promoting and doing my thing with media. I know Happy and everybody's coming down. If you've never been to Twin River, place is gangster. And I should have the flyer going up for that soon. I think we've pretty much got the class ideas down. Small Tire is going to headline it. The thing is, it's a small facility, guys. We can't put 7-8 classes in. All right, Paul just got in, so I'm waiting for him to log in. I'm going to tell him go ahead and log in. So, like I said, Twin River, it's a small facility, guys. We can't fit 1 million cars in there, so we're keeping it limited to 3 classes that day, and that'll probably pack it out pretty crazy. So, don't think we're going to do lock-in style or anything with it. It's just going to be a come up and pay type deal. And like I said, which we might, it's going to end up being 4 classes probably because we'll do a second chance for Small Tire just depending on the car count and all that stuff, which I got to get with Olympia on all that, and we'll get all that situated. So as soon as Paul logs in, I'll get him situated. We'll get him going. But Paul, if you don't know Paul, he's the new manager, overseer of all activities at Wilkesboro Dragway. They came in last year, started getting like the renovations, things going with the track. Since then, I'm telling you guys, complete 180 for Wilkesboro Dragway. Old owners out, new owners in. and I love that place. I mean, 2 hours from home, amazing facility, gives back to the racers, does everything he can for the racers. I mean, you can't say not enough nice words about Paul. I mean, the whole family's doing good. Chris putting on the race. He's the main promoter this weekend and always takes care of us. Everything awesome. So just waiting on him to log in and we'll get rolling with Paul. But like I said, going back into July 21st and 22nd, you've seen the post. They've already got it rolling for Dig or Die, Dig Days 2 or 3, whichever one we're on now. They run together, guys, after you go so many of them. But looking like it's going to be a big turnout as normal. Waiting on them to drop the information for it. We'll be live. Awesome that we can now live feed. I mean, I was shocked that everything worked. Oh, there's Paul. Let me get everything set up, Paul, and we'll get you in, buddy.
All right, man.
All right. I'm going to get this split screen set up. Bingo. 2. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to myself doing this. I've been talking to myself all evening, if you really think about it. So, get that. Border off. All right. And you're in the chat, Paul.
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy. And he goes right out. He's back. He's back. Lost you there for a second. Oh, I guess he's having issues. We'll give him a second and see if we can get everything straightened out. Boy, I'm telling you, if media game and electronics has kicked my rear for a few weeks now. All right, I got him back. Can you hear me? Oh, let's see. I can't hear you, Paul. Hold up. Can you hear me, Paul? Well, maybe it might be on my end. You got me, Paul? Oh, I got no audio on your end. Let me see. I'll send him a message and tell him I got no audio. Oh, and I've got his audio cranked just in case. Alright, we'll see if we can get it fixed and come back in. Paul, can you hear me? Like, wave your hand if you can hear me. I don't think you can hear me. Okay, yeah, okay, he's waving. It might just be on his end. Hey, Paul, you can hear me. Log out and log back in, because we've got no audio for you. Alright, I'm going to give him a second, get logged back in. I'm telling you guys, technical difficulties has been my middle name for a few weeks. Alright. Paul, can you hear me? Hold up, guys. Let me see if I can get this fixed. It's probably went to a complete black screen. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I don't have nothing coming through for Paul right now. Paul, can you hear me at all? Anything? He might be in a bad service area. That's what I'm thinking. Man, bad service area claiming all the people tonight. Alright, he just logged back out, so I'm going to switch back to that. As soon as he comes back in, we'll try and see what's up. Making sure it's nothing on my end, which I've got it all. Normally, it usually is my end. So, nothing really on my end. Technology, man, it is just not my friend anymore. Hopefully this weekend filming goes a lot smoother than what Cash Days at Kentucky did. And what's crazy? This microphone is the mic from Cash Days of Kentucky. One little cord from Rhodey screwed that whole audio. All right, pause back in. Let me see. See if
Got me?
Okay, I can hear you. Let me set up the split screen. Hey, third time's a charm. Let's see if we can get this right.
Sorry, brother.
Oh, dude, it happens. I've had nothing but technical difficulties for 2 weeks, man. All right. Backdrop. Set. All right, you got me?
I got you.
Oh, I got you too. So we're in business now.
There we go.
Dude, it's
What's happening?
3 weeks of technical, of bad electronics, everything. It's going to go smooth. That's all I know.
Dude, I know all about having problems.
So how's everything going, Paul? It's been a few since I had you on here back at 828 Cash Days, but
Yep.
No prepping it again this weekend.
Yeah, it should be a good event. I think we're gonna have a good time. Looks like we got a decent car count.
Yeah. I know Houston's getting his trailer finished, so the goal is to have his car down this weekend for Small Tire. So I know I've talked to a lot of people that's planning on being there. So I'm thinking Small Tire is going to be a pretty packed class this weekend. And
I think we're gonna have some good competition.
Oh yeah. And the one thing, I didn't see it on the flyer. Are we planning on another pour your own puddle deal after everything's done on Saturday?
I'd love to do that. I'm always open to that. That's a lot of fun to do that, and gives people a reason to hang around and have another shot at doing something.
Oh yeah, I know I didn't see anything second chance or anything like that, but hey, another race, why not? I'm game for it. I stood around and froze my rear off last time.
I don't mind even like not the last race, but I think New Year's Day we actually did a second chance, but we waited for first and second round to go out and put all of those guys together. That ended up working out pretty good. So maybe we'll do something like that too. I don't mind.
Hey, I don't care. Keep adding them. I'm there till Sunday. You know this.
Yeah, we're hoping for some clear weather on Sunday.
Dude, I know. Every time I went to go race my RC car this year, there's got to be a chance of rain. I think I'm just gonna sell them. That'll take away all the chances of rain for y'all, so y'all can at least enjoy them. But I'm gonna pull the flyer up. Like I said, this weekend, 200% payout to double up. I've kind of kept explaining to guys how all that's going to work, but I'll let you go ahead and explain how the double up works also, just so they can hear it from the actual track and the promoters and all that. So,
yeah. So basically, you put up your side of the buy-in, and the other side of it is getting covered. Pretty straightforward, but I think I haven't spoken to him about it yet, but I know Chris has kind of spoken to you about doing a little different arrangement with the chips.
Yeah. He messaged me this morning about doing it the way that I learned from Happy and Jeff Thomas and all them, and I think that's awesome. It's gonna make it's gonna make it move smoother and quicker. I mean,
anything we can do to kind of make that, to tighten up the time between rounds is a bonus.
Yeah, look at these troublemakers. Robert Dollar, that dude's always ready to race, and then you got Robbie in here. But look at this. His money's on Jody Miller.
I wasn't going to blow up Robert, but he's the reason why we were having a hard time. He called me about 76 times when I was signing on with you.
Come on,
it's all his fault.
You can't be doing that. And, hey, do you know where Kevon's racing this weekend? That poor guy. He made a post up about looking for some help today for where he was racing this weekend. And he told where he was racing, and there's about 70 comments of, so where are you racing this weekend, Kevon? But, I think I'm looking for an awesome turnout. I know last year it was pretty awesome. And, I expect nothing less. The 828, the first snow prep down there this year. Well, the first one I got to go to this year. Awesome race, man. You couldn't ask for nothing better.
Yeah. I don't know who's coming specifically, but Uh, I have a certain pair in mind. If one guy happens to show up, I'm hoping that it ends up being these two
Uh-oh.
somehow get paired up. I think that would be a really amazing
Well, I'm just
pair up,
hoping.
but we'll see how it goes.
I'm just hoping Houston's got a little bit of luck and maybe gets a bye run first round if he makes it down, so we can get some
Yeah,
data.
yeah.
Oh, look at
Um,
this. Extreme
we
Street
got
is
a
safe.
little
I'm
something
still
going
mad.
on as well with Chris. I don't know if Chris mentioned to you, there's some kind of film crew that he's bringing in to try to do a little pilot.
I haven't heard about that yet. Which, dude, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I've been slammed. There's probably 1,000 messages on my phone I haven't even got to look at.
yeah.
Look
I
at
think
this.
overall it's going to be a good. The weather's going to be amazing. So
Yeah, oh, Saturday looks amazing. We need that on Sunday
yeah,
too, so I can actually do a little bit of racing and
yeah.
enjoy it too. So,
I
but
agree.
look at this, Robbie and
Yeah,
I
I'm,
are pushing the
I'm
blame
itching.
on. I tried calling cause text wasn't as easy. Oh gosh, which I see him saying Real Street isn't safe. What's that? Is that the class that Leo's getting into?
uh, I would assume so.
Oh,
I
great.
thought he was in
Oh
Extreme
no,
Street.
yeah, he's got to be Extreme Street. You know, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that's a small tire car hiding in Extreme Street, but
Yeah,
oh,
I
poor
agree.
Leo. It already begins. Which,
Yep.
I think it looks like weather's not looking good for the race on Friday night. So it looks like I'm gonna be at the dyno probably on Friday night if the
Okay.
weather stays like it's going to. Oh wait a minute.
Good.
Look at this. Leo going for True Street. Exhaust behind the driver. Yeah.
Oh God.
That cheated up
No,
exhaust right there.
he's got door panels.
This is the weekend where I'm going to say, and like I've said for the past few, I'm glad I'm just the cameraman.
Yeah.
But,
It's all in
uh,
good fun.
oh yeah, 100%. But we'll talk a little bit too. Like I said, Friday night we got the dyno night. 500 to the highest horsepower pull on the dyno at Carolina Performance. I think what was
Yeah.
it? Ed and Kenneth took it last year. I'm curious to see if
Yeah.
kind of will go on because, like I said, the weather does not look good for our Saturday deal. So that's probably where I'm going. Which, I think they said it's going to drop Friday evening, so I might have to throw one of them RC cars in there and maybe kind of, if you're going to show up there, maybe kind of show you how it gets down on the street in front of Carolina Performance.
That works for me.
Hey, I keep my rollers and my cones in the car, so we can mark off 132 foot, so that's no problem.
That works. That
But
works. Hey, I'm
uh
gonna throw the dollars on the spot right now. I'm gonna throw Robbie
uh
and Robert on the spot.
oh
I heard some little birdie told me they might be canceling Friday night because of weather. So I'm gonna say no way. Let it happen.
oh yeah, we're inside. I mean,
That's what I said. It's inside. We'll have a good time.
I'm down for anything, hanging out, whatever. I don't care. You know me. I'm as
Yeah.
easy going as it gets. So, which he just posted. Let's see. We can have a get together, hang out. Just probably no pools because the rain accessible, etc. It's questionable at the moment. The only thing that's questionable at the moment is how many links I'm about to put on y'all in box stock on Sunday if the rain holds up. I got 3 cars ready.
I'll bring my.
So
I can bring that little timing system with me. We'll set it up.
now I'm going to tell you right now, I might be lost on that timing system. So I might have to text Zach back and forth and he can kind of give us some replies back. I know they got gasser racing this week and he's going to be driving the gasser. So, but
Really?
he's our expert when it comes to that timing system. I know how to turn
Yeah.
like the tree on. And after that,
Mm-hmm.
we might be going to the YouTube videos.
I, there's not a lot of information on that either. I've done a lot
No,
of research
no.
on it. There's not a lot of info on how to kind
But
of, set that up with the Bluetooth and all that stuff. But I think we're good. I got all the stuff today, and
okay.
I think I'm going to probably try to play with it tomorrow a little bit if I get a minute.
Now, one thing I did ask him about is because I know we've got a lot of people with bashers and stuff that want to come and just run, hang out, do that.
Yeah.
I asked him about bracket racing on it. And I know he said the bracket racing's pretty tough to do, but setting up for index, he said
Uh huh.
that's not hard at all. So I know we were
Yeah.
talking about possibly something for those guys. Maybe we can get like an index deal or something going for those basher guys, kind of get them something going like that, so
Yeah.
they can have some fun too and run for a little money.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Even if the first time out, if we're just for the people that don't really fit into a class, even if it's just a kind of test and tune thing
Yeah.
for them,
Yeah.
the first time around, and we can kind of play with the timing system and see what works and what doesn't work.
Oh yeah, Dave Pearson dropping some good words for you, Paul.
What's up, Dave?
I miss that Northern bunch. I ain't seen them in a while myself. I'm going up to Ken's
Yeah,
race in a
I want
couple
to get those
weeks,
guys.
so
I'd like to get them back down here too. We had some bad luck the last time around. We had some real shit weather, and sorry about that. I just took a few points away. Nah, but yeah, we got
dude,
we
I
had a
drop it
bad
all the
run.
time. You're
We were
good.
fighting rain all day. But
And
yeah, I'd
no,
like to get them back down here, him and Poppy and stuff.
Billy has not ran yet, guys. Dude, I look forward, man. Any races we got going on, just keep me in the loop on it. I'm right now. I'm looking for some no prep activities or something that's kind of closer to where I'm at for May 6th to May 20th. So my
Okay.
original plans kind of got thrown down because of doctor's appointments. Go figure. But yeah, dude, I'm looking forward. And like I said, I'm looking forward to Sunday. Hopefully the weather clears out, man. This is something new for you
Yeah.
guys. You got going off the RC stuff. I'm giving y'all a hand with that, but I'll let you take the floor. You're more of a talkative person, so I'll let you announce about what we got going off the RC stuff on Sunday also.
It's just a new thing for us, really. You would know just as much as me, if not more, about it. But the main thing is, for me, it's just a good opportunity for people that can't afford to get into a full size car or just want to have that experience of racing. It's a much more affordable platform to get in on, and even the different classes that are set up, the
Yeah.
the box stock and whatnot. That kind of, I wouldn't say entry level because it's still expensive, but
Well,
as far
I
as
mean,
the upgrades go and all the the money that could be spent on the higher end stuff. I mean, it'll kind of keep it affordable for people that can't afford to get into a real car and stuff. It's maybe a stepping stone, if you will, or just a good thing for maybe even kids.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell anybody right now, $700 and you can be in the mix pretty good in box stock. That buys your
Yeah, yeah,
car, you get your remote, your like if
yeah,
you're doing the Traxxas deal, you get the car, the remote in your box, and then you can order the charger and the two 7600 battery 7600 mAh batteries, and if that's set up, I went 270s, 260s, and just depending on the surface, I mean, that's in the hunt. I mean,
yeah,
me being my stupid self, getting greedy, trying to figure out more ways, more power, playing with shock fluids and all that. I've did more time on my lid with my box stock car than going straight. So,
yeah.
which I've already started.
I'm the epitome of box stock right now. I haven't done anything with fluid or batteries or anything like that. It's really just out of the box. So we're gonna see what happens with that.
Now, have you did the gear change on it yet?
No,
I will tell you right now.
nope.
Go ahead and put that 29 on. You need the 29.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I've got an extra 36, so if we decide to go 36, I can help you there too. So is that somebody fired? Is that a car? We at the track?
Yep. Nah, I'm at the house.
Oh.
I had a car on the scales a few minutes ago, so.
Oh, okay. Look at
Pulling
that.
out.
They're already starting to get them. Oh, Mr. Timmy No Shoes in the house.
Yeah, he's been here all week.
Hey, tell Timmy no highlight reels this weekend. He's not allowed to make the Wild Rides video again this weekend.
Let me tell him right now.
All right. But like I said, guys, while he's walking over, I'll give y'all a little more info, like with the RC stuff. Like I said, $700 gets you into the box stock class pretty easy and can put you front running if you know what you're doing. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, get out of here. He just tricked me. He just tricked me. Corey said he doesn't want any highlight reels from you this weekend.
Okay, done. I almost finished it all.
Oh, wait a
Every
minute.
time he makes a highlight reel, I get a new set of wheels.
Now you just jinxed me.
Poor Timmy.
I got about 5 sets of wheels that just need to go out for powder coat.
Uh-oh. Which, Robert Dollar dropping Saturday's Timmy's birthday?
Oh, God. Tim, your birthday Saturday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, I hear something. Dude, I'm looking forward to getting down there. I'm ready for like after driving through the rain this past weekend in Knoxville, man. I need some racing going. So this is my fix. If, like I said, somebody told me you're crazy trying to attempt 3 races in one weekend, I was like, man, that's my MO right there. I gotta go full tilt with it. So,
I'm hoping. Hopefully you can make it down Friday. We'll have a good time, and just Saturday's going to be a good day. I think I just got a feeling it's going to turn out real well.
You'll see me no matter what Friday at some point, even if for some odd reason the weather gods change and we do go to Mooresville. I still plan on coming up and holler at y'all before I head that way, because I'm coming in late tomorrow night to the hotel in Wilkesboro. So I'm keeping Wilkesboro is my hub this weekend. That's one of the beautiful advantages of North Carolina, man. I can be at Wilkesboro staying, and I'm within a 2 hour, well, not even 2 hours, an hour and a half from the tracks. I mean, dang, something sounds good down there. All right, guys,
That's
I'm not testing, I swear.
Nah. You know what? Hold on a minute. I got to prove that.
Which, y'all got testing tomorrow night, don't you? Regular test and tune?
Yeah, we're going to do test and tune tomorrow.
All right, and then you get to break out the scraper blades.
Yep. I'll be scraping Friday, hopefully not in the rain.
Now, I watched your videos while we were waiting on y'all to get to the Mexican restaurant last time. Y'all pushing the water and all that. Like, y'all put in the work. No, hey.
Yeah.
Rain don't stop y'all.
No, I mean, certain types of racing, the rain is a little bit more critical, but if no prep guys, usually they're okay with hanging out and waiting an hour and giving us some time to get it dry. So I don't mind doing the work.
And just don't be like me and be like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and scrape it. Like at Shady Side, I should just let the surface from where the rain sat on. As soon as we scraped it, it got tacky. I was like, well, that one sucked.
Yeah. All the conditions that are going to happen over the next few days should make for a really good day Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if anything, we're going to get a good track washing on Friday. It's going to be nice and clean. Ooh, look at that place. I'm ready to get down there, man. I love that place.
Ready to go.
Look at this. Robbie Dollar calling his shot. Jody Miller is the man to beat this weekend.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with that 100%.
I mean, that's the hometown boy. And, something I
He's
seen
he's been putting some work into.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Carolina Performance, Jody Miller. That's their home track. So you really got to step it up when you come into town to beat those guys down at Wilkesboro. So anybody that's watching and coming, you got to be on your A game. So if Houston Payton, if you're in church, listen to this on closed captioning, because you'll be on our A game. But I've talked to a lot. It should be a great turnout this week. And like I said, I know Ken's coming down. Drag or Die's going to be in the house. I'm going to be down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's trouble, anyways, right there on the starting line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have the live feed set up too for everybody. So, and I've got something. I don't know if y'all have ever had y'all have tried T-Mobile service or anything down there. So I got a hotspot to try this time when I come down. So I've got a big notes of data I'm keeping on tracks where the best service is and all. Because I'm gonna really expand hard on this live feed stuff. I think I sent you the picture. My new live feed rig I've been working on.
Yeah. Dude, I wish we could do something here with our internet service. It's absolutely horrible. I'd love to shoot them down on the live feed, but I'm not going to do that.
I'm telling you, like I went back and watched the live feed because I always go back and check through that stuff, kind of see how things were. I looked through the diagnostics. It did actually really good. Like the picture, everything was really good. Now, I will say, if Destry is announcing this weekend, I'm going to teach him mic placement.
What? It's not supposed to be in the back of your throat?
This is the acceptable distance. This is the acceptable distance, Destry. Look.
Whatever acceptable distance is for him, it probably should double.
Oh, look at this. Heard Tim Kappas was gonna call Jody off the trailer. What?
Whoa.
Ooh.
I don't know why he's doing that. He's only 30 feet away. He could come stand behind me and say it.
He's staying out of the live feed tonight.
Yeah, he's scared.
God, poor guy. Let's see, Jody Miller, junk money is going to be the killer. Man, we got all the cars coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good weekend, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, Ryan's. I don't know where Ryan's at right now, but he's been thrashing the last couple of days trying to get ready too. So if he pulls that off, that's gonna be pretty cool.
Awesome. It's been a minute since I've seen that truck. I think it was Twin River, maybe the last time I got to see him run. So
yeah,
I look forward to seeing him.
He's actually. I don't think he's gonna be in the truck, but as far as I know, he's probably assembling a motor right now as we speak.
That last minute thrash, man. That's the only way to do it.
Yep. Yeah.
That's Houston. He's got to finish the trailer. I know he got the axles in last week and was putting those in, and he's got to hang some sheet metal and stuff. Which I told him, I was like, man, it's only 2 hours and it's gonna be sunny. The open trailer will work fine, but I think Steve's bringing his car on the open trailer, so Houston's got to get it done. So there's another car for I think Steve fits. Hell, he should fit either of the street classes. That's as legit street car as it gets. So, more of that stock block mafia. I wonder if Robbie's put that 5.3 inside of his Mustang yet.
Huh. He's still hanging on to his Ford stuff, I think.
I can't knock him, man. I was a Coyote guy, too. I miss my Coyote cars. Yeah. Robbie's just taking it a little further. Now if we can just get Brooke to put a real transmission in her car and get rid of that stick shift junk. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend. Like I said, I'm going to pull the flyer up one more time. And like I said, we'll go over everything for everybody. 200% payout. Small tire. So now, small tire, it's $200 entry if you just come in to run on small tire, right?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, I should lean on Chris for that 100%, but I believe that's the way it's working.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. My old eyes now. Yeah, entry fee doubles at the gate. Lock-in ends April 1st. So it's $200 now, guys, when you come in. But, hey, that's not bad. Now that's $200. That just means the pot gets bigger when y'all just show up on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, Extreme Street, $100 entry, so it'll be bumped up to $200. And True Street, $50 entry. It's bumped up to $100. Plenty of classes, guys, come out, show out, have a good time. Like I said, they're planning on having either maybe a second chance, or a pour your own puddle deal afterwards. Now, the biggest question everybody wants to know: are the porter cones going to be in effect?
Yes.
Dude, I got to my race and I was like, "Damn it! I forgot to get cones for the porter roll."
Man,
so I just had to play it by eye.
I'll touch on that a little bit because there's been a couple of things floating around about that, almost exactly that thing in particular. But listen, if you drive the shit out of your car, there we go, another 2 points.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
I'm good with driving. I love people that drive. I love people that try to drive through stuff. But when it gets that sketchy and it's up top like that, I'm not gonna.
No.
If I can do anything to avoid something like that up at the top end of the track, I'm gonna do that. So, if you clip one of those cones, it's a DQ, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say it, but if you clip the cone, it's a DQ. Yeah.
It was Shannon down that did the racing series in Texas. No hero shit. I mean, I explain it to every driver's meeting. We may be paying good amount of money, but it ain't enough amount of money to replace your car, you, or anything like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Just live the race another day. There's more racing to be done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this.
Totally agree on that.
Poor Tim, dude.
You're going to have to read that to me. I'm blind.
He said they should be deemed the Kappas cones at the moment.
Kappas doesn't hit cones. He hits walls.
He doesn't even hit them. He just drags the tailgate on them.
Actually, I could show you a video of him. Somehow, he completely left his lane and took up the other lane, went in between my speed cone and my finish line cone and didn't hit anything. I don't know how he pulled that off, but
That's skill.
yeah.
That's just skill right there, guys.
Yeah.
Zane jumped on here. He's on the YouTube side. He said, "Looks like Paul got some sun."
Yeah, I've been cutting grass for 2 days.
God, I'm glad you got that done. My allergies thanks you getting that done early, because if I came down and smelled fresh grass, I'd be popping allergy pills left and right.
Yeah.
But
This
guys,
time of year is brutal. When we get all that, when we get that dousing of rain in the beginning of the season, it grows like 3
Yeah.
inches a day. So if I don't stay on top of it, it's a problem.
And I've had the beauty of, I got allergy season in North Carolina when I first came down in March, and now all the pollen and stuff's out in West Virginia, so I'm getting double the dose of it.
Yeah.
But like I said, guys,
I think it's settled down pretty much.
Oh, good. Thank you, God. But like I said, guys, this weekend, Wilkesboro Dragway, Saturday is the place to be. Full tilt, no prep, 200% payout. I mean, fits the bill of what I preach to you guys every weekend when you're looking for races. Go to these races where the tracks, the promoters, the racers, they're putting money in for you. Don't go to these cash grabs. Screw that shit. I mean, if the promoter or the track, none of them's willing to put no money up, don't go there. These guys willing to put on top, do whatever's needed to have you guys at Wilkesboro this weekend. You need to be there supporting them this weekend. So,
buy a cheeseburger.
Oh, we got cheeseburgers this weekend?
Yeah, man, finally. We've been struggling. We've been really having a hard time with, getting. I won't get into the whole story, but
that's no big.
This place has not been, the concession stand has not been permitted in a long time, and we didn't know that. So we finally got something in place this week. So we'll be operating this weekend.
Awesome. Hey, you're
finally
doing the right thing, going the extra mile, making sure your facility is that much better than any other facility. I mean,
yeah,
I commend you on that, dude. Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So
we're trying. Listen, I'm, it's common, I think, for a lot of people or tracks or any business in general to want to be like adversary, but I mean, being as hard as this stuff is and how hard it is to stay alive, I support any other track that's out there, whatever they're 100%. Doing to stay alive, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, a lot of people you gotta remember, this is a business and you gotta do business things. I mean, we're doing what we can and get by, and you guys, like I said, I've told everybody, like, if you haven't been back to Wilkesboro in a long time, you need to go back. I mean, it's a great place, great management, great owners. I mean, it left a bad taste in people's mouth. Let me, 100%, guys, that's gone. This is the place to be now when they have races. You need to get down there to them. And just go ahead, Paul, and put a ticket up on concession that says the Drag or Die tab, and I'll be putting all my food and drinks on it this weekend. Poor Ken, dude. He gets no break with me.
Oh.
But Paul, man, I enjoy having you back on again tonight, man, as always, and hopefully we got some more races coming up. We'll do this some more.
Sounds good, man.
All right, Paul. Thanks again, bud, and I'll see you, like I said, Friday or Saturday. For sure Saturday, probably Friday.
Good kid.
All right, man. See you later.
You got it, brother. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Allergies kicking in as we speak. Paul and their Wilkesboro crew always going above and beyond, man. I'm so happy they have that place, and we've got Wilkesboro back. I mean, great to see them there. I know we've got this weekend Full Tilt, and Tyler is doing another race there in August, another 828 Cash Days. So got that down on my list. I love going to that place, man. 2 hours from the house and great racing, great people. The whole Wilkesboro area, man. I love that whole area. So, hey, they got NASCAR back too. So you're going to see that town grow. You're probably going to see more hotels, more businesses, more everything. And that's going to work out great for us as fans, racers, media, everything. It's working out great. I'm glad to see that we're going to have more opportunity at that place, more races. Hate David couldn't come on the guys tonight. Like I said, 704 Outlaws is the original plan on Friday. Hopefully the weather works out. We can do that. If not, we'll be at Carolina Performance on Friday. So we got some options. awesome. I love racing. I love hanging out. I love talking smack. So whatever happens on Friday weather-wise, we're going to have a good time. So appreciate, like I said, everybody that's been tuning in. This is our first week back after a week break. Like, I had some other stuff kind of going on I had to take care of. Couldn't make it last week. So we'll go over the weekend plans again. Like I said, tomorrow night, Big Dog at Piedmont Dragway. That's the destination for tomorrow night. They had to reschedule it because of the weather from last week. So if you like pro mod action on Thursday night, Piedmont Dragway's the place to be tomorrow. It's just right outside of Greensboro. It's almost 3-hour ride for me. So, hey, it's worth it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed in that show. Weather holds out and works out. We'll be at 704 Outlaws on Friday night. Like I said, 704 Outlaws, 704 Street. That's our destination if the weather holds. If not, we'll be at Carolina Performance for the dyno night. Hopefully they have good weather too. The rain cooperates. If it's going to rain down there, hopefully it doesn't rain bad up there so they can do some dyno pools and all that and have a good time at Carolina Performance. If not, we'll go hang out and have a good time no matter what. So, and then Saturday, guys, full tilt, no prep, the double up, 200% payout. There's going to be a good crowd there, guys. I mean, it's always got good racers. It's a good show. So, no stress. It's going to be a good race. Get there. Anybody that's within 2 hours of that place and prep and you're not there, something's wrong. I mean, 200% payout. They are putting money on top. John Quick just posted up his status about races that don't put nothing on top. Stop supporting them, guys. And let me tell you, we went to Kentucky. Cash Days of Kentucky. Happy in them. Money on top. 20 cars. I don't know why there wasn't any more than that there. That place should be packed out. Decker Boys. Insanely safe now. Not like it was in the first race. Take them thoughts of the first race and throw it away. That place is awesome. Top end is safe as can be now. We had one wreck the whole race. And guess what? The improvements on top end made a world of difference. That guy, Gary, walked out of that wreck, which was horrendous. Bounced off of both walls, rolled like 8 to 10 times. The thing went airborne rolling. Gary got out with not a scratch on him. The shutdown. People are getting shut down just fine. So when you see Cash Days of Kentucky coming back in the fall, you better be there. Just like you need to be at Wilkesboro this weekend. Both those races, money on top. Leave these shady promoters alone that's not putting money on top, guys. One thing I can say, I'm not one of those guys. I put money on top of my races. So, hey, when you go through that gate and you're paying and then have to pay again to build your purse, and then at the end of the night, it's just what y'all put in, leave them promoters alone. They ain't worth it. Stop going to those races. Be at Wilkesboro this weekend. They have money on top guaranteed. Can't beat that, guys. So, I'm going to call it a night. I'm ready to eat some dinner. I've yacked on here all night for y'all and talked, and y'all probably tired of hearing me anyways. So, guys, it's been a good evening. Next week, we're going to have Happy and Ryan Mitchell on, the team captains for Slugfest. We'll have both those guys on. They'll be talking about how Slugfest is going to be, going over everything, and see who's got the better team rolling into Slugfest. That's our plans next weekend. But like I said, I've got the links up on spooldmedia. Just go to our YouTube page, go to the live tab. You can hit for the reminders. If we get to go live Friday, I've got that page already up. If we are going live Saturday, the weather looks great Saturday, so you can go ahead and hit a reminder up for that. We're going to get all that going for you guys. We're going to have a good weekend. It's going to be some great racing this weekend, and hopefully I get to see y'all out there. Come up, say hey, what's going on? Anything, guys. You know me, I'm as personal as it gets at the track. I'm there to have a good time just like y'all are. So that's going to do it tonight for Live with the Media G.O.A.T. We'll be back next week with another episode, and thank you everybody for tuning in. I know, like I said, we missed one of our guests tonight. We got both guests next week. We'll make up for it. And I don't know if we're going to do Tuesday night yet. But like I said, Houston kind of explained to you guys that Turbo Tuesday, it might be a little more infrequent just because it's race season. We got some stuff we got to get going and done. So, but I know for sure next Wednesday we'll be back with Live with the Media G.O.A.T. and I'll see you guys then.